Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 best beginner motorcycles in 2026. Number 12, Honda Rebel 300. The Honda Rebel 300 enters 2026 as a clear pick for new riders who want a bike that feels light, low, and easy to control from day one. The exterior has a clean shape with a low seat that helps shorter riders stay steady at traffic lights. The tank has a simple round form, the fenders are short, and the whole bike has a calm look that does not scare a first-timer. It feels like a bike that welcomes you instead of pushing you. The engine is a small liquid-cooled single that gives smooth power without sudden jumps. This is the kind of setup that helps new riders grow without stress. It does not rush or surprise. It moves at a steady pace and has enough pull for town rides and short freeway runs. Riders learning clutch work will like how calm the torque feels. The Rebel 300 also shines in day-to-day use. The low weight makes parking easy, and the wide bars help with balance at slow speeds. Fuel efficiency is strong, which matters for riders watching their spending. Most owners still land close to the mid-60s in miles per gallon, so the tank lasts longer than many expect. The ride position is relaxed, the clutch is soft to pull, and the controls are simple. Nothing here asks too much from a rider still learning the basics. If you want a proven machine to begin with in 2026, this one makes sense. Number 11, Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 stays true to its classic shape, which helps new riders settle in without feeling pushed by a sharp or aggressive design. The tank has smooth curves, the fenders keep things simple, and the seat stays low enough for most riders across the US to plant their feet with no stress. The bars sweep back in a way that keeps your arms relaxed, which matters when you are still learning slow-speed balance. The engine is a calm air-cooled single that focuses on steady pull instead of sudden bursts. This is exactly the type of motor a beginner can trust. It gives a mild push in town traffic, climbs to safe speeds on open roads, and never tries to jump ahead without warning. The throttle response is smooth, and the power band stays friendly, which helps riders learn gear timing without feeling rushed. It is the kind of setup that teaches you how to ride instead of fighting you. What also helps is how easy the Meteor 350 is to live with. The weight sits low, so slow maneuvers feel steady even in tight parking spots. The seat stays soft for longer rides, and the fuel figures remain strong for daily use. Many owners see near 70 miles per gallon, which helps riders who want something cheap to run. The ride position is calm, the clutch has a gentle pull, and the controls stay clear and simple. New riders will feel in control from the start. Overall, the Meteor 350 stands out in 2026 as a beginner bike that keeps things calm, easy, and affordable while giving new riders steady confidence from the first mile. Number 10, Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 may look bigger than most entry bikes, but its design stays smooth and easy to handle for someone stepping into motorcycling in 2026. The frame has a slim waistline that helps new riders grip the tank without strain, and the seat height stays friendly for most US riders. The headlight has a clean round form, the tail is compact, and the stance feels tight rather than bulky. The engine is a V-twin that is known for calm low-end pull and smooth mid-range. Even with more power than small singles, it delivers that power in a way that does not shock a beginner. The throttle comes on clean, the torque builds in a steady line, and the motor responds in a predictable way that lets a new rider grow into it. It is strong enough for highway use without feeling jumpy. What also makes the SV650 work for beginners is its balance and weight placement. The chassis feels planted in corners without asking for expert skills, and the steering stays light. Brakes are clear in feel, and the clutch pull is soft enough for someone still learning the timing between throttle and gear shifts. Fuel use stays fair for a middleweight, with many owners sitting in the mid-50s in miles per gallon, which cuts down day-to-day cost. The price tag usually lands near $8,000, placing it within reach for riders who want more room to grow without paying too much upfront. Overall, the SV650 gives beginners a stable start, space to grow, and strong value for the money in 2026. Number 9, Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S steps into 2026 as a beginner-friendly cruiser with a low seat, stretched lines, and a modern shape that feels easy to settle into. The frame is slim for a cruiser, the tank has a clean form that keeps your knees close, and the long wheelbase gives it a calm look on the road. The reach to the bars stays relaxed, and the foot pegs sit forward in a way that helps new riders feel stable when easing into slow turns or quick stops. The engine is a parallel twin that pulls smooth from low revs and rises in a steady line. It does not kick or rush, and that gentle response helps beginners handle traffic without stress. The power delivery stays predictable, and the torque comes in early enough to make starts easy even for riders who are just getting used to clutch timing. The Vulcan S also works well for day-to-day use. The chassis balance helps with parking moves, the steering stays light, and the saddle keeps you comfortable on longer rides. Many riders see close to 50 miles per gallon, which keeps fuel cost under control. Parts and service support remain common across the US, and the price tag usually sits near $8,000, making it reachable for riders who want a cruiser that feels stable from the start. Overall, the Vulcan S gives beginners a steady mix of comfort, easy handling, and fair cost that fits well for a first bike in 2026. Number 8. CFMOTO 450 CLC. The CFMOTO 450 CLC brings a clean mix of retro lines and modern touches that suit beginners who want something light and calm to handle in 2026. The bike has a compact stance that helps new riders feel in control when backing it out of a driveway or rolling through tight parking spots. The engine is a parallel twin tuned for steady, friendly pull. It delivers power in a clear, predictable line that beginners can manage without effort. There is no sudden burst, no harsh jump, and that helps riders still learning clutch work stay calm in traffic. It has enough strength for short freeway runs while staying manageable at lower speeds where new riders spend most of their early miles. Living with the 450 CLC is also simple. The bike's weight sits low, so balancing at lights or weaving through town feels easy. The price tag usually sits near $5,000, which makes it a fair pick for someone buying their first motorcycle and trying to avoid heavy monthly payments. Overall, the 450 CLC offers beginners smooth power, easy manners, and a friendly price that makes starting out in 2026 far more relaxed. Number 7. Royal Enfield Classic 350. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 brings a timeless shape that helps beginners feel at ease from the moment they sit on it. The tank has smooth curves, the chrome touches stay simple, and the upright stance gives you a clear view of the road. The seat height is friendly for most US riders, making stops and slow turns easier. Its fenders follow a clean arc that keeps the look grounded without feeling heavy. For someone starting out, the Classic 350 feels calm and steady, not demanding or sharp. The engine is a single-cylinder unit tuned for smooth and steady pull. It gives gentle power at low speeds, which is exactly what beginners need while learning clutch timing and throttle control. The response stays predictable, helping riders move through town traffic without sudden surprises. It reaches comfortable cruising speeds while keeping a relaxed feel that suits early skill building. Many riders see strong fuel numbers, often landing close to the mid-60s in miles per gallon. That helps cut daily cost for someone buying their first bike. Parts and service support remain common across the US as the brand continues to grow. The price tag usually sits near $4,000, which makes it an easy choice for riders who want classic style without stretching their wallet. Overall, the Classic 350 gives beginners a steady ride, friendly handling, and a price that fits well for someone starting their first year on two wheels in 2026. Number 6. Yamaha Bolt. The Yamaha Bolt comes into 2026 with a low stance and clean lines that help beginners feel steady the moment they swing a leg over. The tank has a simple teardrop shape, the frame stays narrow through the middle, and the seat sits low enough for most US riders to reach the ground with confidence. The round headlight, short fenders, and straight bars give it a classic cruiser feel without making it look heavy or hard to manage. It is the kind of bike that feels friendly even before it moves. The engine is an air-cooled V-twin that gives calm and steady torque right from the bottom. This smooth pull helps beginners handle slow traffic stops and starts without stress. There are no sharp surprises in the throttle, which makes clutch timing easier to learn. The power rises in a controlled way as you roll on the gas, giving enough push for highway runs but staying manageable for early miles in town. Riding and owning the Bolt also stays simple. The weight is placed low, helping the bike stay balanced during parking moves. The seat keeps you comfortable for city rides and short weekend trips. Fuel numbers usually land in the high 40s in miles per gallon, which cuts down daily spending for someone still getting used to riding. The price tag often sits near $8,000, giving beginners a cruiser that feels solid without pushing their budget too far. Overall, the Bolt gives beginners steady power, a low and confidence-boosting stance, and a fair cost that fits well for a first cruiser in 2026. Number 5. BMW G310R. The BMW G310R steps into 2026 with a sharp yet simple shape that suits beginners who want something light and easy to guide through town. The tank has a compact form, the seat stays low enough for most US riders, and the bars sit at a height that gives clear control at slow speeds. The headlight design is clean, the tail section is narrow, and the whole bike looks tight rather than bulky. The engine is a single-cylinder unit built for smooth and gentle pull. It gives clean torque in the lower range, which helps beginners learn throttle and clutch timing without stress. The power builds in a steady line, never rushing or jumping ahead. It reaches safe highway speeds while staying manageable in the zones where new riders spend most of their early miles. This balance makes the motor friendly for training rides, daily commutes, and short weekend loops. The G310R also stands out for how easy it is to live with. The light weight helps with parking moves, U-turns, and tight city corners. The seat keeps you comfortable for everyday use, and the fuel figures often land close to the mid-60s in miles per gallon. BMW parts and service support remain wide across the US, and the price tag usually sits near $5,000, which makes it a reachable pick for someone buying their first motorcycle. Overall, the G310R gives beginners a calm start, easy handling, and strong value in 2026, while keeping the riding experience smooth and confidence-building. Number 4. Royal Enfield Hunter 350. The Royal Enfield Hunter 350 enters 2026 with a compact shape that helps beginners feel in control from the first sit. The tank has a rounded form that is easy to grip. The seat stays low for steady footing, and the bars sit close enough to keep your arms relaxed in slow traffic. The short fenders, neat side panels, and light frame give it a clean street look that never feels heavy or tough to manage. For new riders across the US, this simple layout makes early rides far less tense. The engine is a single-cylinder tuned for smooth and mild pull. It gives a calm push at the bottom end, which helps beginners practice starts, slow turns, and clutch timing without fear of sudden jumps. The power delivery stays steady through town speeds, and while it can reach the limit for light highway work, it still feels friendly and well-behaved. Living with the Hunter 350 is easy thanks to its low weight and short wheelbase. It slips through tight streets, handles parking spots with no stress, and keeps steering light in crowded areas. Fuel figures often reach the mid-60s in miles per gallon, making it cheap to run for someone still learning their weekly riding pattern. The price tag usually sits near $4,000, which keeps it within reach for beginners who want something fresh without taking on heavy payments. The clutch pull stays soft, the controls remain clear, and the seat works well for daily rides or short weekend loops. Overall, the Hunter 350 gives beginners a light, simple, and budget-friendly start for 2026 while keeping the ride steady and confidence-boosting. Number 3. Yamaha MT-03. The Yamaha MT-03 comes into 2026 with a sharp street look that still stays easy for beginners to handle. The tank has a narrow shape that lets riders grip it without strain. The seat height stays friendly for most US riders, and the bars sit in a neutral spot that keeps your posture relaxed during slow town rides. The compact headlight, trimmed tail, and light frame make the MT-03 feel tight and manageable, which helps new riders stay calm when learning balance and control. The engine is a parallel twin known for smooth pull and steady response. It delivers power in a clean, predictable climb that helps beginners learn throttle timing without feeling pushed. At low speeds, the motor feels gentle enough for tight turns and stop-and-go traffic, but it still carries enough strength for short highway runs when needed. There is no sudden rush in the torque, which makes early practice miles much safer and more comfortable. The MT-03 is also simple to live with. Its weight sits low and centered, making parking moves and U-turns easier than many entry bikes. Steering stays light, letting riders weave through crowded spots without stress. Yamaha support remains wide across the US, and the price tag usually sits near $5,000, giving beginners a strong mix of value and performance without stretching their budget. Overall, the MT-03 gives beginners steady power, light handling, and solid value, making it one of the most confidence-boosting choices for early riders in 2026. Number 2. Triumph Speed 400. The Triumph Speed 400 arrives in 2026 with a sleek, modern naked bike design that still stays approachable for beginners. The tank has smooth lines that let riders grip it easily. The seat height remains moderate for most US riders, and the handlebars sit in a neutral position that keeps your posture relaxed during slow city rides. The headlight is simple yet bold, the tail stays compact, and the overall stance gives a light, manageable feel that helps new riders stay confident while learning. The engine is a parallel twin tuned for smooth, predictable power. It delivers steady torque at low revs, making starts, clutch practice, and slow maneuvering easier for beginners. The throttle response is gentle, and the motor grows with the rider, offering enough strength for highway stretches without overwhelming someone still building skills. Daily use of the Speed 400 is simple and comfortable. Its balanced weight makes parking, U-turns, and tight cornering easier for someone new to riding. Fuel efficiency is strong, often reaching the mid-50s in miles per gallon, which keeps costs manageable. Triumph's parts and service support is widely available across the US, and the price tag usually sits near $6,000, giving beginners access to a high-quality bike without an unreasonable investment. Overall, the Speed 400 gives beginners smooth power, easy handling, and a premium feel at a fair price, making it one of the most confidence-boosting options for starting out in 2026. Number 1. Yamaha Vstar 250. The Yamaha Vstar 250 enters 2026 with a classic cruiser look that is ideal for beginners who need low and manageable geometry. The tank has a smooth, rounded shape that fits most riders comfortably. The seat sits low to the ground for easy stops, and the bars are set in a relaxed position that keeps arms and shoulders stress-free. The simple fenders, compact tail, and clean headlight design make it look approachable without feeling bulky or intimidating, which matters for riders still learning balance and confidence. The engine is a small V-twin that delivers smooth, predictable torque from low revs. It provides enough push to handle city traffic and light highway runs while staying gentle for someone still learning throttle control. There are no sudden bursts, and the motor responds in a way that makes clutch practice and slow turns easier. The Vstar 250 is also easy to live with day to day. Its low weight helps with parking, U-turns, and maneuvering in crowded streets. Fuel efficiency is strong, with many riders reaching mid-50s in miles per gallon, which keeps costs down. The seat is comfortable for short rides, the clutch pull is light, and the controls remain clear and straightforward. Overall, the Vstar 250 offers beginners a calm, steady, and approachable ride with manageable power, low cost, and confidence-boosting handling that makes starting out in 2026 much easier. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.